and I am founder and CEO of PowerUp Leadership based in Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. And I'm excited to share with you how leadership coaching can be your secret sauce to help you solve your biggest business challenges. PowerUp Leadership was established in 2018, and our mantra at PowerUp Leadership is that we partner with organizations to help you multiply your leaders to grow. And we do that through leadership coaching and talent advisory consulting to increase employee productivity by accelerating employee development through coaching and leadership advisory support. At PowerUp Leadership, we work with different channel partners so we can deliver a full roster of coaches to support large multinational organizations. We have channel partners in the US as well as Canada. AceUp is based in Boston and BetterUp is in San Francisco. And myself, I have worked as a coach, delivering for these two organizations, large corporate clients. And it's been a really positive experience and really, in terms of my background, I have over 15 years of experience working on consulting engagements, business transformation projects, and I really see the value and impact of coaching in terms of accelerating employee development. All of our coaches at PowerUp Leadership are certified through the International Coaching Federation, which is the global standard for coaching. And we also have different certifications such as Change Practitioner through ProSci and certified in Human Resources through HRPA in Ontario as well. Some select client engagements that I've had the privilege to work on, both through PowerUp Leadership and through my channel partners, are listed here. So across industry, we work with some of the world's largest technology firms, Facebook, Slack, Google, as well as professional services firms. We've done some coaching work for Deloitte and public sector as well, different municipalities, police services. So it really informs how we approach coaching, developing leadership skills, soft skills. It's universal regardless of industry, but the business challenges can vary quite a bit depending on if it's public or private sector and the size of the organization as well. Our differentiators at PowerUp Leadership are that, we really do focus first and foremost on solving business problems, and we do that through coaching. So this isn't just a nice to have retention strategy to offer coaching and development to employees. We approach it through help us understand, first of all, what are your business problems? What's your business strategy? What are the organizational goals? And then we align our coaching, our leadership coaching practice to get closer to realizing those goals for the organization at a much accelerated rate. My executive experience as the founder of the company helps me appreciate the type of stress and pressure that corporate leaders are under. And I think the fact that we have channel partners across North America is a great differentiator because we can quickly provide a roster of coaches. Not every coach is the perfect match for every employee. So the fact we can offer a roster of coaches through an exploratory call gives our client options so they can select the best fit based on their personality and each coachee's unique needs. Another differentiator is we have a track record of entrepreneurial success. I sold my first business in 2016 and really have a true love and passion for entrepreneurs and how quickly they make decisions and act and can pivot to deliver results. And I think that really informs my approach and adds a lot of value to our clients. Another differentiator of PowerUp Leadership is that we have a relationship with LEADERAMP. LEADERAMP is based in Silicon Valley, and they offer an e-coaching platform. So PowerUp Leadership is certified in their methods and in their platform, and we offer this to our coaching clients in between the live coaching sessions, which are delivered through Zoom or phone. So in between those, typically they happen every 2 weeks. The client can log in to LEADERAMP. There's an application, they install it right on their phone, and they can access artificial intelligence enabled coaching. Suggestions to them are made through the app based on the goals that they are working on. And it enables them to keep the momentum going between the coaching sessions. And it really enables PowerUp Leadership to deliver results faster for our clients. What you see here are the 18 dimensions based on the latest science of leadership that LEADERAMP uses to both have the client self-assess their leadership capability, as well as have their stakeholders perform the 360-degree assessment to rate them as well. And this provides instant feedback at the beginning of the engagement, where they need to focus their goals on, where the biggest opportunities are to elevate their leadership capabilities. In terms of testimonials from past coaching clients, we have a number of them. I'll share 2 of them here with you today. This one is from the Director of Corporate Services at Alta Gas Utilities in Alberta, Canada. I had the honor of working with this client for 3 months on a coaching engagement, and she just emphasizes that my approach was very much approachable, and my background in corporate, my business background, gave me credibility with her and helped her become a more authentic version of me, she says here. So it feels really good to get these testimonials at the end of client engagement. And what I love even more is seeing my client realize their goals. And it's very satisfying to see. Often the client will get a promotion or a raise, or they'll, depending on what their goals are, they make progress towards them. And that fuels me to continue to do what I do. Another testimonial, this was through a project through BetterUp, was Deloitte, a manager at Deloitte. And at the end of the engagement, he emphasized that he found the reflection and self-discovery really invaluable. And he appreciated the fact that I would tie everything back to business results, and that he highly recommends my firm. This is a testimonial that LEADERAMP has through their work with Facebook that made use of their AI e-coaching platform. And it came from the head of live learning at Facebook. And you see in the graph on the right-hand side, vendor A, which was LEADERAMP, they just blew the other vendors out of the water. You could appreciate Facebook works with a number of vendors on the coaching side of things, but none of them quite quantify it and make it so easy to measure ROI as LEADERAMP does. And this head of live learning identifies LEADERAMP as their secret weapon and a big differentiator over other coaching firms. So I'm really pleased to be offering this. We are the first company to offer AI-enabled coaching through LEADERAMP in Canada right now. And I think it's a great benefit to our clients. So what is the business case behind coaching? Essentially, it is delivering an inspired employee. When leaders are effective in leading, it results in employees feeling inspired. And, the table stakes are having a satisfied employee, an employee that feels safe, they have the information and tools they need to do their job, they're paid fairly, rewarded to do the job. That's the foundation. A lot of companies in the 90s started to focus on engagement. We want to have an engaged employee where they feel part of a great team, that they feel like they're making a difference, that there's opportunity to learn and grow, and they're not micromanaged. And that, is a higher level than as just a satisfied employee. But where we're moving to now, and Bain and Company put this together, is an inspired employee. And this is an employee that sees meaning in the company mission, as well as they are inspired by the leaders in the company. And that, to me, is really why organizations invest in leadership development. And the reason for that is it comes down to increased productivity. Bain and Company showed in their research that the productive output between an inspired employee compared to an engaged employee is almost double. And, there's just no comparison. It's more than double compared to a satisfied employee, and a dissatisfied employee, 71% productive output compared to 225% productive output. So you can see just the value of getting leadership right and how it increases that discretionary effort that employees are willing to spend. We often get asked this question: how do you measure the ROI of a coaching engagement? And it's a tricky one because there's so many factors that can impact project benefits. This is the best way I've come across of measuring ROI of coaching. And I'll give you an example. So you see here the adjusted program value of coaching. So the client believed 50% of the project benefit was attributed to the coaching engagement because of behavior changes that resulted. And the cost of the coaching engagement was $15,000. So you see here 545% ROI. It's discounted slightly by the probability, the level of certainty that the client had. They felt they were 90% certain that 50% of the project benefit was due to coaching. But wow, that is a high ROI. And most coaching engagements, when they're done right, they will have a 5 to 7 times return on investment for dollar spent. So this is a good ROI and one that we regularly achieve for our clients. An example of how coaching can benefit and solve a real business problem. Here's an example of increased sales that came through leadership coaching. And you can see the different scenarios. So in the orange box is the cost of coaching. So the live coaching over a 3-month duration, $5,000 cost. The cost to get access to the artificial intelligence, the e-coaching platform, $500. Total cost, $5,500. Now in Q1, how much incremental sales did the client achieve due to coaching? 25% chance of a 20K increase. 70% chance of a 30K increase, and 5% chance that maybe they'll just be out $5,500, that there's no benefit. So the likely benefit, $20,500, and the net value, if you take away the coaching cost, is a 273% ROI in this situation. So this is just in 1 quarter. Imagine the ROI we can achieve over 6 months, over 1 year of building coaching capabilities within an organization and increasing leadership effectiveness. Many organizations take the approach of sending their leaders on training on how to be more effective leaders. And this is, don't get me wrong, this is better than nothing at all. But often the result is they go to the training, they get jazzed up, and their behavior temporarily shifts, and then they go back to kind of the way they did things before because the status quo happens. They get busy at work, they get stressed out, they just go back to their normal way of operating. But when you take training, leadership training with follow-on coaching of working one-on-one with the leader and talking through, what's happening in the workplace, what are you facing this week, what are your challenges, and coaching them on different strategies, helping them come up with different strategies of how they can respond, the behavior does shift. So it's the combination of the training with coaching where there is that ROI and that real impact. So next step, we would love to have an exploratory call with you to learn more about your organization and your biggest business problems, and to explore if we would be a good fit. We do this with all coaching clients. We'll offer a complimentary exploratory call to just see if we are, it's a chemistry call essentially, to explore rapport and offer a few coaches for them to select from. So you're welcome to go on Calendly and set that up. And we would love to learn more about you and your organization and talk about how we can help multiply your leaders to grow.